look faded? Bro, look. I'm looking faded here. What the heck? What the heck? All right, mute that. Whip it up on YouTube to make sure that it's working here. YouTube, check. View my channel. Yes, it's working. Alright, Pog. Now we got this.
Setups were good, and then the backs came.
Get the hell out of that. We call Robbo. Hello, hello, is this... Wait, let me make sure... My cat is going crazy, dude. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, we're a little bit late. We're a little bit late. Let me just make sure that. Can you wait? Speak. Let me just add an audio capture. Go. Speak again.
There's a lot of action in this top side, by the way. Not sure.
Is there? Wait. Oh shit. Okay. Wait. Let me turn you up there. All right. How's this? Is it all good?
Very good. Other than the fact that Viper's just gotten a double kill on T1's bot lane.
What? What the hell? What happened? Okay. Wait. Okay. All right. Let me. Okay. I'll full screen this. We check over there. Oh, you're kidding me. No, it's fucking bugged. That's so disgusting. That's so disgusting. Give me a second. All right. I'm still in the setup phase here, and then I swear to God, we're going to get it done.
Professional caster doesn't know what time the game starts.
This is so disgusting. All right. Add. I don't want to talk about that solo queue game. That was a fucking miserable one. I think any mention of that solo queue game needs to be immediately
understood.
Taken away.
By the way,
yeah.
Can I remind you quickly before we get into anything? One of these teams is not going to progress as far as Nongshim already has. There is no more double elimination after this.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's not okay. That is not okay.
And
all right.
Can I add a certain flat broke to this call?
We can. You can. We can. I was thinking game 2. We do that.
Okay.
Just so you know. Let me do that. Just because this one's scuffed. You know what I mean? And I want him for draft and shit. Okay. All right.
Okay,
I'm good. I'm at 4 minutes, 4:01, 4:02. There's a cowlet just flashed out of the tri-bush. Oh no, not a tri-bush, just a little bush there.
Yeah. Just doubling forward a little bit.
4:10, 4:11, 4:12, 4:13.
Yep. I am in line with you.
Right. Let me mute that one.
Okay.
Turn that one down.
So we did miss 3 kills in the top side.
Did we?
That was started up by T1, I believe. Carrier goes forward, tries to play the level 2 timer, but they don't get it quite quickly enough, is I think the mistake that was made there. Viper manages to trade back a kill on Smash, who takes a lot of damage from Delight's wonderful re-engage, and then manages to finish off Carrier in the end as well. Gets the double. Smash does get the kill for T1. That is the saving grace there. As it's not that far behind Viper, only 300 gold.
I was going to say, one of the big things to watch out for in this series, the thing that I'm looking forward to, the thing that I was excited about, I thought about it going to bed last night. is how excited I was. Zeus taking a bit of an aggressive trade on Zoran, gives him a smack on the bum on the way out. Is the Viper Smash matchup. I think this might be the most exciting bot lane matchup that we can see in the world right now. Is Viper, who looks prime form, one of the best ADCs to ever do it, versus Smash, who is the most aggressive. He's up there Jackie Love levels of aggression right now.
He absolutely is. The temperament of those newer players coming through from Academy is absolutely wonderful to see. And as you mentioned, Viper, one of the most exciting players to watch because of his incredible game knowledge. And I want to bring you back to Worlds on the Kai'Sa pick, which unfortunately is taken away by Smash in this game and for the remainder
whole
of this
series.
Steelers
Yeah.
round.
Oh my goodness.
He was fantastic on it.
Yeah. This bot matchup looking really bad, though, as Doran getting shoved in. Obviously, he has the bickies, so he's going to heal back up, regenning second wind as well. So it's not as terrible as it looks, but Zeus really showing us that he is a master at the J series as a pie cook. Going to go very wide there. Nice little sidestep from Viper into Light.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think T1 were looking for these lane states at all. I think they were looking to swap top and bot, but HLE called it out on the level 1.
Yeah. So now, Ona showing on vision in mid lane. The Mountain Drake is up, so are the Void Grubs, and it looks like Peanut going to opt to start up these Void Grubs with the support of his bot lane.
I'm not sure where Delight is. He might be on vision. T1 might know what's going on here, but if not, there's a cow in a very dangerous position here.
Oh, they so know what's going on. Look at Carrier. He's prodding in there. He's hoping to use that Bone Skewer to find some value. So far, all I've seen is a couple misses. As Delight
They're just back away.
zoning off the rest of T1. The Void Grub's going to be taken away for free, but Ona now looking to trade on the bot side.
HLE finding themselves a number of advantages all around the map. As you mentioned, the bot lane matchup, putting Ambessa into Jace doesn't look too much fun. It's sort of a range matchup there.
Well, the thing is that the matchup's not even that... I'll hold that thought as Peanut's actually found a little engage here on Carrier. Should he choose to take it, he's forward. Just going to take the bone plating away from the Pike and walk on back. But I was going to say, it's actually not that bad for the Ambessa. It's just that Zeus' spacing is so good.
Yeah, you could say that, but there's a reason this man has a prestige skin on the champion.
That is true. This is pretty brutal up here for Smash.
Zeus knows what's going on here. Ona's going to get spotted out. He does manage to take the red buff away. That's essential. Oh, look at Carrier.
Former teammates now high-fiving in the bot side jungle. There's a hook landing on Zeka. He's not going to take any damage, though, as Faker only able to use an auto attack. And top tower's getting absolutely blasted. And I think you're a bit ahead of me, maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
Understood. I'll come back a little bit. But I did want to mention, Ona is in great form at the moment.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen this since, I want to say LCK Summer last year.
W from Faker. Just dodging out of the true shot barrage. Nice little play from him. But no, I agree. I think it's rare to see Ona as well in a playoff looking this good. T1, obviously, last playoffs we saw them in, almost didn't make it to Worlds, was how shaky their form was. And they've looked pretty good in the season. They are the highest win rate team. They won the most games. Smash right now, looked at his stats. He's played 10 games. He's sitting on an 80% win rate, if you're aware of that. It's freaky.
He's number 1 in the league for duo kills.
That's
which
crazy.
I believe is kills in the bot lane duo. Carrier and Smash together, such an aggressive duo, and have played their laning phases so well. Now, maybe up against an opponent who can punish them a little bit.
And the amazing part of that as well is that Smash didn't even play every game. So he's got the most duo kills in bot lane, and Gumayusi played like 3 games. He played a few. It's not like Smash has been there the whole time. It's amazing. It's amazing how capable this guy is, and hopefully we get to see a bit more of that in this game. But for now, it's quite slow. 3 minutes till the Drake spawns, 1 minute till the next Grub fight. This Carrier now hovering in mid.
Academy fans are loving seeing their players moving through to the real leagues, seeing Smash, seeing Siwoo on DK. It's been very enjoyable to watch.
I'll tell you who isn't loving it is Gumayusi right now. Every single game, I always make this joke, but I swear to God, he's sitting here with a bowl of ice cream watching, absolutely scooping that stuff into his mouth, just in nausea, watching this guy run around the map on Kai'Sa, dominating everyone.
I think without a carry top laner, it does make sense that you need that aggressive option in bot.
No, I agree. I think it's brought the team so well together. So we see Faker Wing forwards, and the trade's really not landing there. E goes wide and does Q as Zeka gives him a tap on the way out. Now, on top side, this is a little bit more vicious here from Zeus. Tries to extend the trade. Doran in a bit of trouble.
Oh,
My
it's not
goodness.
ambitious at all. Oh
What
my
the hell?
gosh.
I didn't think he was going to do that much damage.
Doran is close to level 9, but Zeus using the advantage he finds in that level up to just abuse him a little bit.
And here come the boys. T1 on their way top to hover their top laner. And maybe say hi to their former teammate. But it's looking pretty brutal up here for Doran. But does he know about Carrier? Gonna know now as he sees a control ward come out of absolutely nowhere. And back he goes.
So can you tell us a little bit about this Jace build? Because that's a tunneler. That doesn't look to be a full tank build.
It's a Spirit Shojin, I
At
do
least I'm
believe.
hoping.
I think that is the Spirit Shojin variety. So you got the 3 forms, right? You go Unending Despair, you can go Spirit Shojin, or you can go Black Cleaver. Spirit Shojin is the highest damage. You can go Spirit Shojin into Mirror Mana, and you're pretty much playing damage Jace. You can go Black Cleaver into Winter's Approach, which is what we often see from less amazing Jaces. But Zeus, he's so good. So he gets away with the high damage build, a little bit less tanky. He's a Bone Skewer, gonna land on Peanut, but he likes that. He gets put in the fray as a TP coming through from Doran. You're going to hold that thought about Jace. He's used the public execution on Delight. There's an in-between worlds. It's hit 5 members of HLE, but there's just not the damage there so far, as that's a very tanky cow. True Shot Barrage to signal the disengage for T1. They're going to try and get a grub on their way out, but I think Ona might be a little bit too much trouble. It has to flash.
Nobody dies. Again, we're seeing these skirmishes that result in not much action in terms of kills, but I think HLE walked away with all 3 grubs there.
They did.
Ona didn't get a single one.
They're cleaning up HLE.
This is not what we expected. This HLE draft does usually take a while to come online. Viper needs 2 items. Jace needs, I think, the same. And, you know, Azir needs so long to come online. It's not looking promising for T1.
No, I
They
think
haven't been able to find advantages in the early game.
Yeah, no, I think particularly this next Drake fight going to be of big interest to T1, because Drake stacking a win condition that can get under the skin of Azir and Jace. As you said, they need a lot of items to start fighting well. So if T1 can get that Drake stacking win condition fully up and available by 25 minutes, it might be a bit of a thorn in the side of HLE, but it does require them to play well right now.
And I think they may have an opportunity to rush it. We're going to see the replay on that team fight.
Starts off with a public execution here from Doran.
Doran's TP is very aggressive. It does end up being alright. His ultimate's used a bit early there. Faker goes in between worlds. And there's just no follow-up.
Didn't quite get the guy they were looking for as well, with the public execution landing on the Alistar, who just immediately ults. And then there's no damage in the world that's going to kill him at that point.
Yeah. And sorry, I was going to say, I do think that T1 may have a small chance to get this dragon if they look sooner rather than later, because Ezreal has not reset, doesn't have his Triforce just yet. Smash is coming online with his first item, as is Faker.
Tough part for T1 as well is that they have to ask the question now, is it worth trading top tier 1 to Zeus, solo gold on this Jace to take away that Drake? And it's going to be started up on the bot side at the same time as the skirmish happening up here. Bone Skewer
Didn't know about
needs to be
Carrier,
sidestepped, and it's just simple for Zeus. He just steps out of the way and goes, all right, see you later, bud. I've seen these games before. I've played them before. And out he goes. The in-between world's also going to be used there. Faker wants more. He doesn't like this guy very much. A little bit of drama going on up here as HLE going to walk away with a Drake and keep that top laner alive. It's nothing. Another day at the office for Zeus.
A second Bone Skewer sidestep neatly there. Zeus is not going to go down to his former team.
They still want him, Ona. They wanted to dive that T1. Ona walking into that little tri-bush. TP now on bot
Delight
side.
doing a fantastic job just spotting him out there. Doran's taking so much damage in this trade, no?
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. Zeus is looking so good. He's got the Spirit Shojin just finished up. 4 stacks almost immediately. That's one of the best parts about Jace with the Spirit Shojin. Is just how quickly you stack it up because you have 6 abilities.
Extra grass proc just giving him that little edge in the trade. He doesn't need it though. Level 11 to level 10.
Yeah,
Got
it's
so much power in this lane.
It's really tough for Doran, I think, at this point. Because he's also past the point where you can one-shot him. So I think a side lane is going to be almost impossible for T1 unless they hover. And speaking of hovering, Alistar, played by Delight here, looking to catch out Faker. Should he try to protect this tower? But he's not going to be able to, and it goes down to HLE.
I'll need that. HLE not going to mess around. I mean, sorry, T1 not going to mess around with HLE, who are up a tremendous amount of gold in tower plating.
Yeah, that's amazing. 4 plates in top, and that's all solo as well, actually. Almost.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of that went over to Viper when he was just sitting up there Wing that tower over and over.
It's a lifestyle of an
Does
ADC.
explain the
That's what they dream about over in ADC Academy. Pretty sure.
I'm sure you're right.
T1
How
now.
close is Viper to his second item? Because that is where the Ezreal really starts to spike. He will take a little while to get it, but...
Yeah. It's 50 seconds till that Rift Herald spawns, and that might be the moment where the cards get laid out on the table.
Zeus doesn't have TP for that objective. Doran does. I'm not sure how HLE are planning to rotate as... Never mind.
Makes sense, Zeus already top there. So it does signal to us they want to play this Herald fight, HLE. Smash gonna get wrecked in the mid lane there by Viper. Every single skill shot, finding him in the head apart from the true shot. Barrage. It's not a bone skewer, might land on Peanut, but Carry is the one in trouble should that engage happen. And he understands that, so he just sees over the wall and gets out.
HLE just scouting out that jungle. They're going to take this clinically. They're not going to take any chances with it. Viper's the only one who has a job left to do in shoving that mid lane. And he just has to be a little bit careful.
Yeah. And the things that you got to keep in mind here if you are HLE is that T1 have a lot of resources up and available. Speaking of resources, the public execution used in the bot side there dodges out of the way of that Azir wall. But this is where all the action's happening, up here. And T1, they have the resources should they try to fight this, but I don't think they're going to be able to.
Doran very smooth to dodge out of the way of that Emperor's Divide. But as we expected, HLE just get that Herald for free. Zeka, you're going to have to back off.
Yeah, Zona's
this bot
walking
tower here.
into the bot side, and he's aware of that somehow, even though he has no vision. The Spidey sense on this player. But the punishment for losing bots, sorry, for dropping bot tier 1 for T1 is that they're just going to lose mid. Uh-oh.
And they're going to drive that Herald bot.
Where the hell's this going? It's going bot, isn't it?
They get the second charge off.
Zeus is driving this into bot. Is this going to get all the way? He might be in trouble after this. It is a tank Jace. He gets the charge off. There's 3 members of T1. He sidesteps out of the VIQ. There's a TP coming through. Cease and desist in the backline as Delight peels for his top laner. I don't know if they have the damage here, T1. HLE just cut it out slowly. Peanut looks at the re-engage off the Alistar Q. That's a massive Zinza ultimate in between worlds. Just used to try and escape here. As T1, they're getting made fun of.
Viper, if only he had that true shot barrage. But, yeah, Zeus is just absolutely insane. And HLE are going to get a tier 2 off of this.
It's gone. It's just dead.
That is unreal.
That is 675 gold to your team right there. And they're just exacerbating this gold lead. It's getting massive. Getting out of control.
It is getting very difficult for HLE to play this. I mean, for T1 to play this, sorry. HLE is just too good.
Ooh,
They're looking much better than they have last week or so.
Someone check that guy's computer. That recall should not have gone off. As I did notice just then in the top left, a little bit ago, that Zeus unfortunately has opted for the Winter's Approach. As we check out what happened in this play. Drift King.
Ends up in the middle of 3 members. Maybe because of the Winter's Approach, he lives for so long here, takes almost no damage. TP comes through from Faker. It's just not enough. Delight is in the right position there. They nearly catch out a member of T1. So many blinking health bars.
That's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. From HLE. Sorry, I just had to fix my stream a little bit. It is being a bit funny.
T1 are going to concede yet another Drake here. HLE only one so far, but the Infernal Soul could be a very powerful win condition and something that's very difficult to fight against when you're already behind as T1.
Yeah.
If HLE let them get to it, I mean, there's a good chance that they end this game before those next 2 Drakes spawn.
I don't think HLE mind if they don't as well. Their comp looks so good in the late games. Delight might be caught out, but the Cal's just too tanky, man.
Does scale fantastically, and yeah. As you said, Delight will only get more tanky. Zeka will only deal more damage in the late game.
1 minute Alto Autocon spawns, and that really is when T1, they're going to have to make their stand. There's been no kills for ages, and T1's just slowly bleeding out around the map. And Autocon, they're going to need to get that.
It is going to be in the top side. T1 are trying to get that tier 1 to make it a little bit easier, to make their vision game a bit easier to play. But, ooh, Carrier nearly caught out there.
I'm at 1930, 1931, 1932, 1933.
How do you get this far behind me?
I don't know. I had a lag. Oh my goodness, I'm so far behind you. I'll keep counting. 1940, 1941, 1942.
Yes, I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. My stream like lags randomly every so often, so it's just... all right. Let's take stock of the game. It is 10 seconds now till Atacon spawns, and Ona's on the wrong side of the map as the True Shot Barrage going to clean up that mid wave, and HLE can make their way towards that top side objective.
Viper -1.
It's important to point out. Can we get a replay?
Both ADCs now on 2 items, but Smash is still down about 1,000 gold. And Viper's power spike at this point is far more dangerous.
That is true. Zekin out. Catching this top wave, making sure that tower doesn't go away for free in HLE. They're posturing around this Atacon. This is scary for T1. If this Atacon goes down, that's voracious Atacon in the hands of a very hungry HLE. They're going to know what to do to push that advantage around the map.
The question is, though, can we get a win percentage graph?
I love that graph, man. That's the graph I want.
I don't know.
Why did they retire it? It definitely made sense. It was the best graph. Uh-oh, Peanut's going to start off the Atacon here. He's had enough. 15,000 HP to burn through, but they're going to do that relatively quickly off the power spike of Viper. And Ona's going to try spot it out.
It is on vision. Viper's True Shot Barrage is going to try and spot out Ona there. They're going to invest the TP. They are 100% going for this.
Voidseeker's land on Atacon as well, so T1 know what's going on, and here comes the fight. Faker has in between worlds, but Delight's in the bush. It's going to hit 5 members, and Faker's just gone in there, and he's dead immediately as the voracious Atacon goes over HLE. There's no follow-up for Faker's engage, and that's a massive tool used as well by T1. Nothing comes from it.
Faker getting so much damage, but there's absolutely no way for T1 to follow up. It has to be off the back of that Ambessa and the Vi.
Yeah.
Can't really afford to send it like that.
It's now 21 minutes in the game. They've dropped a bot tier 2 and a top tier 2, and the gold lead is almost 5,000.
And now, with this Atacon buff...
There's a flash cease and desist there on Zeka. He's just going to ult out of it, flash out of it as well. No damage landing on this guy. True Shot Barrage from his own teammate. He dodges that one as well as Doran's getting dove under the tier 4 towers here in the Nexus. He's going to go down. There's a TP from Zeus into the fray. Quite a while ago, rather. It's Faker.
Back alive.
Now they try to play this fight T1, but even if they get the kills, what does it matter? They don't really have the resources available. All their ultimates are down. Same for HLE, but re-engage isn't possible. They can't chase him down, can't get these voracious Atacon buffs to go away, and the game's looking mighty dire.
Actually do invest some summoner spells there, but nothing permanent, nothing as damaging as the kills that HLE just got, and the towers as well.
I think Faker just didn't...
see that Atacon fight?
Faker didn't mean to step into his wall there. I don't think he meant to step there.
I think you might be right. I think he was just looking to hover nearby.
It's unfortunate. Leads to his downfall, and the voracious Atacon buff now ticking away. 59 seconds left for T1 to somehow hold on to anything in this game. But it's looking really hard.
It's very difficult, though, as that Jace is on a 1.8k gold lead.
Oh my god.
Viper's 1,000 ahead.
And I love that Zeus, after finishing that winner's approach, has now decided that it's time for a serrated Dirk. Like, you can't keep a good man down. You can't keep a good soldier down. Most people, they'd go on in despair. This guy, he needs to have damage. And that's why we value this man, you know? He's so respectable.
I think he's fairly confident that nobody on T1 can really do that much damage.
Carrier just flash in.
Fight,
There's a re-engage there from HLE. Carrier goes down almost instantly. He makes a slight blunder there, and it's punished by Peanut.
There's still 4 Atacon buffs up for the next 13 seconds for HLE.
It's hard. This is so hard for T1. I don't know what you even do here apart from watch. This is the FF, the FF circumstance, but you can't do that in pros. T1, they're just going to slowly be bled out of the game.
They do make the right call here as they invest Carrier's flash and let him die to clear out that wave.
Hold the tower, yeah, it's worth it. Didn't realize that was what was going on there. It's actually a nice little play from T1 to extend the game, make sure they can't progress with the voracious Atacon buff. But now the Drake becomes the problem.
Yeah, this will be 3rd Drake for HLE, and it'll make that 4th Drake a point where T1 have to fight it. And Infernal Soul's so powerful, especially in the hands of a poke composition like this one with Ezreal Jace.
Yeah, and as much as you can say T1 have to fight it, you start looking at the compositions and a little bit of a furrow might go on your brow as you realize that T1, in order to fight the Drake, would have to walk into River versus a fed Jace Ezreal Azir. And it's like, okay. Good luck doing that. Is Viper going to be out of any trouble there?
More than a 5k gold deficit at 25 minutes. It gets hard to play when half of HLE has an extra item on you.
Yeah. It's 22 seconds out to the Baron spawns, and Team 1, they don't want to give this down. This is where they might go out fighting. Or potentially bring it back, as I've seen them do so many times. 5k gold lead. It's not the smallest one that I've seen thrown.
Not insurmountable. T1 have come back from much more, as you said.
Yeah, I'm thinking my mind goes back to... Oh no, that was... Never mind. I'm still salty about G2 Weibo from Worlds 2 years ago. And that was a 10k gold lead and Weibo lost. That's all good. Anyway, moving on. 3 minutes till the Infernal Soul. Baron's still alive. And Zeka gonna claim that blue buff for his whole team. And what do you even do as T1 now? You gotta walk into River.
Does Zeus get an item on back here?
Looks like
He's gonna be
Serpent's
close.
Fang.
Yes, he does. He's got the Serpent's Fang.
Yeah.
That's 3-item Jace.
That's
That is
pretty strong.
So dangerous.
My goodness.
And it's going to tear through all of the shields on T1. That's going to go through Doran, through Ona, through Smash.
The barrier now almost a useless summoner spell. It's brutal. Vision control now cleared up by Delight. Baron very much on the agenda. Forefront of HLE's mind.
Really is. And they are so clinical with their vision control here. I'm going to watch as they just walk in and take this entire jungle away from T1. Going to start with the camps and then move on to the objective.
The cooldown on the Ezreal right now is so low, you just saw him use it aggressively to poke at Carrier, of all people. That's how confident these HLE members are. Is the confidence might get something done here. Killer Instinct used to try and poke out Smash as the cease and desist on Viper, in the same time as there's a little bit of a flank going on from Doran. But he's immediately one-shot Owner. Zeus has managed to solo kill Faker, which is not something I thought I'd say this year, as Smash goes down to Zeka, and the fight is so messy from T1 and so beautiful from HLE. It's just over. Cease and desist.
Doran's finding Peanut here.
Yeah, it's a public execution, that gets the engage done as the True Shot Barrage takes out Carrier. It's a 1v1 for just, I guess, brownie points, and Doran's going to win it out. But, you know, he's going to lose his inhib and potentially his Nexus.
Yeah, don't think it matters. HLE just going to walk through absolutely beautiful game one.
They stomped T1, honestly. It had the illusion of being closer. The Fountain Dive might come through there. There's an execute on the cow as Doran wanted to get aggressive. He's not going to get anything done. The Nexus explodes before anything can happen there. But I was going to say, had the illusion of being close. It lasted so long. But HLE they just won. It wasn't, you know.
I don't know that it lasted that long. That was a sub 30-minute game.
That was sub 30 minutes.
Definitely not EDG LNG, that's for sure.
That was a long one. All right.
Wow. HLE. Yeah. Fantastic game one. It wasn't even draft diff.
Well, speaking of draft, the question is now, there's no Jace. There's no Ambessa. In the bot side, you can't pick Alistar. You can't pick Aurora mid. I'm assuming Skarner Kalista got banned. So what are the iterations? What are we expecting now from T1? You can't pick Pyke as well. Carries Pyke.
So one of the big things there is there's no Vi.
Yeah.
That means the side gets an extra free ban, effectively.
Yeah.
There's no Aurora, and both of Smash's premier champions in the Ezreal and the Kai'Sa are gone. T1 banned 4 ADCs, including Kalista that game, to limit Viper mostly, and force him to play this Ezreal. So there is very little you can play in the bot side, and we are potentially looking at an Elise, a Sylas, a Pantheon support.
Can I say, this might be a tinfoil hat, but Smash's best champs are gone. And there were also Guma's worst champs. And if there's a time to sub that boy back in, I'm just saying it could be now, right after you lose game one in convincing fashion of Viper diff.
I don't think that you can enter substitutes in the middle of a series.
I think a fearless series as well, because that would kind of defeat the purpose.
Yeah.
Where you just have some guy who mains, you have one guy who mains Aurora Galio, and then you play that one game and it's all right, see ya, bud. You sub in the guy who's good at Sylas. I see the level 1 that I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, it is the level 2 timer, and Smash actually gets it, but he's the only level 2 guy. He goes really deep, and then Viper just 1v2s it off the level up, right? He doesn't even level up. He just 1v2s at level 1. Oh, okay. He does level up, and he's out of the... Okay. Actually, he plays that a lot better than I would have. That was pretty gorgeous.
Yeah, I would have had to invest the flash there. Viper's just better.
You can count the amount of fights in this game on one hand.
Yeah. And you can... Well, you can count the number of fights that resulted in a death on one hand, but the number of fights where both teams just back away after conceding an objective on one side, it was
It was a few, yeah.
clinical. Yeah.
There was a few. All right, I'm gonna go eat my dinner before game 2, and I'll call you back, and we'll get down in here for TriCast.
Absolutely. Okay. GG.
Okay. Wait, I have a fancy little screen for this. Check this out. Yes!